Well, hello everyone. I know we are officially live across the She Rises Studios platforms with a very exciting announcement today. I know some of you are aware that there was a soft announcement made yesterday on my personal social media pages, but today it's official. And so I've invited some of my favorite ladies to join me in this special announcement, as well as why these women in particular are on the screen today. So, about 9 months ago, we began a journey of empowering women in a much higher level of visibility. We've been doing Empower Her Content Day for 3 years. And in 2026, it will mark the fourth year of She Rises Studios Empower Her Content Day. And so the whole concept was initially created by the COO of She Rises Studios in Phoenix TV. He is a huge NFL fan, and he loved how Raiders organization actually did content day or content. So we had our first content day in Las Vegas um, 3 years ago on February 22nd. The city of Las Vegas gave us a proclamation, and it became our home for Empower Her Content Day. So each year we've hosted this, and we've always had a really great turnout, feedback experience, but we wanted to reach more. We wanted to be more impactful, and we wanted to do as much as we could to really elevate women in business, women in healthcare, women in tech, women in finance, women in education, just women in general. And it's no easy task. So about 8 months ago, I said, I think we should do something on a global level, somewhere where the world would know and actually pay attention to what's happening. And so we began talks with the arena, also known as Allegiant Stadium. And so we officially signed and are hosting our February 22nd, 2020 Nevada at Allegiant Stadium. And I'm so excited for that. I think I'm still soaking it all in. And the reason why this is such a major accomplishment for all women is because we will have a little over 40,000 women in attendance who are women entrepreneurs, women leaders, women in sports, women in media. You will come face to face with influencers, actors, actresses, basically anyone and anything who supports the women's economic system and the growth of it. And that's really what our regular content day, but obviously at a much larger scale. And we have an insane amount of new content stations that will be happening. We have incredible keynote speakers, a major entertainment headliner, which I am not going to announce her today. That will be done on November 5th at our in-person inside Allegiant Stadium press conference. And so that is when we will announce her and some of our majors, some of my favorite ladies in the organization. Because this platform only allows so many in at a time, I will rotate them through so that you can see them. But before I get to that, I want you to know that Empower Her Content Day is a sisterhood. And how it is a sisterhood is, number one, it knows no borders. Anyone from anywhere in the world can attend this event. Number two, it has no boundaries of the love, the kindness, and the reach to elevate women across the world. It has every ounce of capability to tip the scales for single mothers, women in season 2, women who have stories and voices and a journey that they want to share that is impact for good. It also has the capacity to reach worldwide leaders to get them to listen to what we're asking for. It also gives us the opportunity to connect with men and women in different industries. So this day is more than just creating contact. This day is creating a legacy, and this day is empowering for everyone. And that's why I wanted to do it with all of my girls here today to announce this, because I'm so proud of them and the hard work. I've got to spend almost a year with my Elevate Her collective girls, which you'll get to meet today. I've spent time with my Legacy Suite girls. I've spent time with women for the last almost 5 years since She Rises Studios' existence. And I have to tell you, it's been nothing but short of amazing. And so I just felt that what another better way than to celebrate it with these women here today on the screen. So I'm going to go with my Elevate Her collective girls first. And I want them to just share their heart with you and share what they've experienced and what their hope is, because all of these women on the screen will be at Empower Her Content Day. And I want you to just share what you're looking forward to most. So I'm going to start with you.
Elevate Her collective has been a monumental, pivotal moment in my life. It took everything that was trying to be coming born and became clear, concise, and totally elevated me. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done with me. What I'm excited is about the power of all of this collective coming together.
Thank you. Kathy, can you tell everyone what you are currently doing? And
founder and creator of Finally Podcast Automation System, where I help podcasters automate the back end of their business so that it can go from a hobby to a profitable business without a team and without burnout.
And there's big things coming for Finally that you will get to witness at Allegiant Stadium at Empower Her Content Day. So thank you. So Lisa has been a part of Legacy Suite. Lisa will be speaking at Allegiant Stadium. She'll also be speaking here in Las Vegas, and she has quite an amazing brand and story. So Lisa, can you share a little bit about you and what your thought is in all this?
Thank you, Hannah. I'm very excited to be here, and I'm very excited to be going to Las Vegas and be a part of this amazing group, the amazing women I have met, and you and Adriana and the team really put on very special events for us to be able to feature ourselves and our brands and so forth, and put ourselves forward and grow our businesses. So I'm really excited to keep growing and evolving. I'm an author, and I'm excited to be now working on growing a private community to help ladies who would like to think differently about their menopause stage of life and how they too can unleash their inner queen.
That's what it's all about too. Thank you, Lisa. All right, let's go to another one of my Elevate Her collective ladies, Miss Megan Dirks. She's so amazing. I could write books and books about you.
Hello, ladies. I am over the moon to be involved with everything you're building here, Hannah, and it's been an amazing ride to be along in Elevate Her collective. It has been everything from just top to bottom, all the things we know already on how to take care of ourselves and really nurture each other in business and really bring it together to marry health and wealth and grow together, which we're all in so many different communities, but this one has felt the most like home and sisterhood in a very long time.
So can you tell everyone a little bit about what you will be doing at Empower Her Content Day?
Yes, I will be there representing the Girl on the Left project, which I'm the founder and creative director of. So you will definitely be hearing from me speaking, and some of my ladies will be coming along. Our co-authors will be running our vendor booth, and we are here to help women shine a spotlight on their messy middle that happens in their before and after transformation stories. So I can't wait.
Thank you. All right, let's go to one more Elevate Her Collective lady, Joanne Nider.
Hello, everybody, and Hannah, thank you for having all of us here. I've been in these community for quite some time, just lingering around, but about a year ago, I signed on to do my first book, which just launched in paperback just this past week. It was just such an incredible experience for me. I've written several articles, but the Elevate Collector has really been something that sets in your mind. It makes you think about all of the things you want to do and how to implement them and really move that needle. I'm in the process of creating a one-stop shop for me where my professional organizing and my creative decor will somehow meld together in my one website, and I'm creating a spot where all of my books and things will also be. And I would not have been here doing that if it wasn't for Hannah and her team and for all of these amazing women that I have made incredible connections with. Really, every time I say it, I get goosebumps every time. So it's just really been an amazing opportunity.
Well, thank you. And what can we look forward to most with you being at Empower Her Content Day?
Empower Her Content Day is going to be my first this year. And I'm really thinking I want to figure out, I'm going to speak to you about speaking and doing a small class with regards to how to, get out of your mess and do it in an organized, in a collective, simple way, no matter what's coming at you, whether it's a diagnosis or a family matter or whatever it is. I'm here to help people understand that you can live a beautiful, organized, simple life, no matter what comes at you.
Love it. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Miss Heather Hansen. So Heather is going to be one of the phenomenal workshop leaders. She will be hosting a workshop live in person inside of Allegiant Stadium at Empower Her Content Day. And I'm so excited. So welcome, Heather.
Hi, thank you. I'm excited too. This is going to be a journey that none of us will forget. A journey where we all get to come together, where we get to show up as ourselves, be our messy selves, be our put together selves. Who knows who's going to show up? And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to design the workshop, but it's all going to be about figuring out who you are now, reconnecting with yourself, with your body, allowing your mind to come along for the ride, redesigning the life that you want to live so that you can wake up feeling energetic and peaceful in the body that you live in and be proud of it. So I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Well, we are too. And thank you for joining today. And I can't wait to see you here in Vegas. It's going to be amazing. All right, let's go to Miss Jessica Martin. Hello, sunshine.
Oh, hi, Hannah. Hi, ladies. Good afternoon. How you doing? It's so wonderful to be here, and what just an unexpected surprise. Thank you, Hannah. I'm working on so many different things. I am in the Becoming the Unstoppable Woman book. I'm so grateful to be a part of. My journey with Hannah was a couple of years ago, and shattering the stigmatism of single motherhood. And so I've been able to be in many magazines. Also got to speak at the Women Global Summit on Phoenix TV, and that was super exciting and honoring as well. I have my own book coming out. It's going to be called This Is My Storm and Finding Peace in My Storm. It's my whole life story, my journey. The good and the bad and everything. I think it's important for everybody to hear everything. I also have a nonprofit called Creating Hope, SD in San Diego. I've been working with an organization for a couple of years. I'm a contractor. I built a pool for the founder of the organization. He passed away, and I'm going to be working on, it's called like a drug and alcohol rehabilitation ranch farm project. So it's going to incorporate, obviously people and animals, rescuing both, and learning how to like teach them, learn how to work, learn different trades, and in different industries. Also wanting to get like tiny homes on the project as well, so that they are able to go to a place after they go through rehabilitation. They're going to have a job and they're going to have, a steady home, which I think is so important to get them out of where they were at when they were going through the trauma. I do have a ranch, about 2,000 acres, a very good friend of mine. He's got like a 44,000 square foot home on it. I've been working with his family. They're big in the hotel industry. They have a big hotel in Mission Valley. So I'm just trying to get the funds put together to be able to acquire, lease the ranch from them, and working out all those details. I also have been so grateful after going to Emmy.
Oh, we lost her.
Here, my
Okay, there we go.
there's a phone call. After Emmy's week, I met a bunch of amazing people. I got to go to a movie premiere, and even talks of maybe getting back into acting. Also going to be on a podcast with Jennifer November 2nd, and just so many different things. Being invited to do interviewing for just different projects. So I'm just so grateful and honored. This is a dream for me, guys. And I've always even wanted to do motivational speaking and book writing. So it means so much to me. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's go to Miss Erica. Erica is Legacy Suite. Erica is everywhere.
Hi, Hannah. I'm so thrilled and honored and just honestly humbled of all that God has done and brought me through, and especially in the last few years with you, Hannah. Like I felt like I was living a really blessed life, and God had already talked to me about being in the writing industry side of life and writing a story. And when I prayed and said, God, it would be really nice to like meet people who are doing this journey, and it would be great to meet a publisher. God introduced me to you at a coffee chat almost 2 years ago, and I was just floored by how much you love people, truly, truly give of yourself and inspire women, that I was like, oh my goodness, this is a place I want to be. And so I can't say enough about She Rises Studios and all the amazing team. And I went from rewriting my book myself to republishing my book, and the difference is night and day. I would show that to you, and I'll show that, and you can look on some of the feeds. But it is, I've been now in 11 best-selling books, and I'm like, oh my goodness, is this my life? I thank you, God, for all these opportunities. I feel so grateful, blessed, and honored. And my speaking career is just kind of blowing up again. And I just feel so honored to be in the path where God's leading me. Thank you, Hannah, so much.
So thank you. What can people expect to see from you at Empower Her Content Day?
Well, I love people, so I love to encourage women of all ages and stages, and men too, because I think our men are important in our lives too. But I love encouraging women to level up to your legacy. You change the legacy. So I always say, I want to help you clear the mess to discover your masterpiece. In speaking in Las Vegas in November, I'm going to speak about bliss shifts, is something that God had shared with me, and I want to share with others of how like you really can live a blissful, blessed, balanced life and not be in all the hustle and the steam of trying to be something, but you can be in the allowing and letting God align that, and it's magical. Like that's where the peace comes. And so I hope to encourage individuals to level up to your legacy of knowing that you're important, and if you have breath in your lungs, you have a purpose in your life. Come join us.
Amen. All right, let's go to Miss Dusty Ann.
Hey, thank you for having me today. I'm so excited to be here, and I cannot thank you enough for everything that you've really done for me in this short amount of time, and the people that are just in Legacy Suite and everything. It's been amazing and up-leveling. I feel like I'm home. Like, I feel like I'm where I belong. Like, I literally just feel like I'm home with a bunch of powerful women who just being around everybody gives you so much confidence, and it's been an amazing blessing in my life.
So I know you are speaking at Empower Her Content Day on the main stage. How do you feel about that, speaking to an audience of 40,000 plus women?
No, I feel actually so excited. I feel like I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest with you. It's one of the most empowering, freeing things. And to think that 7 years ago, I was going through the biggest grief of my life. I felt like my life was in shambles. And now I just feel like all that grief and what I went to and what I learned through the power of grief set me here. And I feel like my little angel boy, as February is his month, I feel like this is his gift back to me. And I cannot be more excited and honored that I get to share the power of grief and what it does for you if you allow it. It doesn't have to be the chains. It can literally be the wind beneath your wings. And I feel like that is exactly what I get to do at this time. And that's pretty much it. Pretty jazzed about it.
Well, thank you. And I can't wait to see your moment. All right, let's go to Miss Carmen. Carmen is also a part of our Legacy Suite, and Carmen will be speaking at Empower Her Content Day on the main stage as well.
Thank you so much for having me, Hannah. Wonderful to be with all you women, and just very honored, humbled just to have all the opportunities this year. For me, this has been an incredible year because I've not only started with having the invitation of writing and Pray Don't Panic. So I wrote a chapter, and that led into 9 different anthologies that were all, as Erica said, bestsellers. It's amazing. And then to actually take that leap and do my solo book, and something I never thought I would ever do, Courageous Women Casting Cares Upon Jesus. And then all the success, the fact that it hit #1 on Amazon, I just cried. So, and all the magazines, Hannah, the amazing, just the opportunity that you've given us to be able to be on, I never even imagined to be on 1 cover, let alone 5 covers and all these articles. And it's just very humbling and very exciting at the same time. I love all my writing is faith-based, and I love to have a platform to talk about Jesus. So I've really looked at this as an opportunity that I can share Jesus, and I can share that, we make our plans, but God directs our steps. And I just, that would be our son. Now he doesn't know how big a event this is and how many people are going to see this, but oh well, he'll learn. And so anyway, I just very thankful for all the opportunities. I have never spoken in front of that large a group of 40,000 people. So this is something that I am gearing up for, but I am extremely excited. I'm praying about it. And I know the Holy Spirit will guide me to share with everybody, all of our, as Sylvia puts it, beloved listeners. I will say the right things because I know it's coming from God and not me.
Well, thank you. And I'm excited for you.
Thank you, Hannah.
All right, let's go over to Miss Melissa Swanger. Hello. I think you're muted.
Hello, I'm so excited to be in this room and with this community. And I'm really excited to be joining you all at Allegiant Stadium in February. But that is just the culmination of all that has been to me, because I had lost hope in the rat race that we could have women who rise together, who believe we are better together instead of competing, that we actually break barriers. They talk about the broken rung on the ladder and breaking glass ceilings. But here we're replacing the wrongs for the next one in line. And that's been my experience. So when I stepped out and took one step forward and wrote a book, I didn't know all the doors that would open that I didn't even know to knock on. And so being in a community of powerful women who are moving in one direction together, this is just celebrating what one step can do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think people can expect most from you being a part of Empower Her Content Day?
I'm hoping to equip, empower, and inspire. I think that being empowered is one element, and together we're better, but also there's an equipping that takes place. So if we don't know what we don't know, then what are the steps? What are some practical tools we can take away? Because if I can do it, you can do it. So I just want to share what the journey's like and let people walk away inspired with practical tools to take the next step themselves.
Thank you, Melissa. All right, let's go to Miss Elizabeth. Elizabeth is part of our Elevate Her collective. So welcome if you want to share a little bit about who you are and about your experience and what you're looking forward to.
Hi, very nice to be here. Thank you for having me, Hannah. My name is Elizabeth Villarreal Moreno. I'm an Amazon bestseller financial strategist, and after losing my job for 23 years, I wrote a book about adversity, creating a new path for myself. My mission is to help others take control of their future by creating financial strategies. When I was in this by myself as an entrepreneur, I was confused. I don't know how I came across this career chat with She Rises, but when I joined this community, it helped me elevate. And then I joined Elevate Her, and it helped me grow because we're so many entrepreneurs working together that it helped me believe, and it helped me take my business to the next level. So I am so thankful to you, Hannah, for helping us, guiding us, and taking our business to the next level. So I truly have worked and believed in myself, and now taking my business to another level and helping elevate other women and doing in the same. So thank you for this platform. I love it. And it's been a blessing to be part of this. I don't know how I came across it, but I'm so blessed that I did come across you. So thank you so much for this opportunity and helping me elevate myself. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, are we going to see you at Empower Her Content Day?
In November? Yes, I was there in the summer, so I can't miss the one in November. So definitely look forward to that. So look forward to seeing everyone again.
All right, thank you. Okay, last but not least, I am going to introduce to you Miss Sylvia Becker-Hill. But before I do that, I'm going to ask that everybody mute themselves except Sylvia. So Sylvia has been part of my journey personally and professionally for quite some time. And we've even shared pajama days. And so Sylvia will be at Empower Her Content Day. She also is working on something very major leading up to Empower Her Content Day. And so welcome, Sylvia. And thank you.
Thank you, gorgeous, and you, my beloved peers and beloved viewer, for joining us here today and gifting us your precious attention. For me, personally, there is something I think, Hannah, not even you know that. In 1997, I published my master thesis in philosophy about matriarchal cultures and the different theories, how the patriarchy came about. And it took me 3 years of intense research and writing to produce that. And it was obviously niched in the academia. So with a finger tat, guess how many people read and understood my master thesis? From what the library person told me, five people ever read my master thesis and 3 years of sweat. So being now a member of She Rises Studios and being able to translate my love and my scientific research into a multimedia global empire to support the she economy, I feel now tears coming. For me, it's like a life circle coming back together in a beautiful bow tie. I'm so honored and excited about Allegiant Stadium and the 40,000 mainly women and men we will be serving, and what Hannah and I are in the production. Am I allowed to show the logo, Hannah? Is that okay?
Sure.
We decided last week on the finalization of our logo for She Speaks Live, our shared deeply transformational public speaking training for professional women, business owner, bookpreneurs, corporate female leaders, nonprofit leaders, every woman who senses it in her bones, in her body, that her stories and her voice are under a lid. I like to use that metaphor. I felt it my whole life, like a heavy lid of layers of beliefs and societal conditioning, stopping me from being unstoppable and sharing freely my voice and my story. So I will contribute in the realm of that, of She Speaks Live, with the tagline from Hannah, your story, your stage, your legacy. I will share live, another love of my life, the human brain, some brain hacks from applied neuroscience, live, right away, easy things women can do every day as soon they feel stress or anxiety or something tries to stop them from speaking their truth. With pen and paper, under 1, maybe 2 minutes, how to release that from their body and their brain so that they can be the unstoppable leaders the world reads right now, because the she economy is needed, it's on the horizon, and we together here are creating it.
And it is no easy task. So part of our goal for Empower Her Content Day is to elevate the women's economic system. And our goal from now until 2030 is to bring in an additional $1 trillion that will funnel through all women-owned businesses. Another part of Empower Her Content Day is to provide the education and the connections for women to be able to really solidify and step into the spaces that they're meant to, but also to scale their businesses, but also to be able to do it in a healthy way. I think more and more women are tired of the hustle, the overwhelm, and the burnout. And so this is why we want to do such a profound, large imprint, because the ripple effects from that day and even leading up to that day and years to come, because we'll be there again the following year, is to really elevate all women that are receptive to what is happening. I think over time we've seen that if we don't stand up and do something, then who will? And that's the point. And everyone who is coming as just, even if you're only attending it to experience and soak it all in, you're going to leave so full from hearing all these women and many others. You're going to leave with connections. I mean, this event is projected to be the largest women's empowerment event to happen and hit planet Earth. And so that's why it's so important that we as women link arms. And as I mentioned earlier, no borders. Women from other networking spaces are coming. This isn't about, this is my space, not yours. This is our space. This is everyone's. And so I think the word empower her is very, very on point with what we're about to do moving forward. So my last question to each of the ladies, and I am going to rotate them through, is this. And I'll start with you, Carmen. What's your biggest goal for women to take away at Empower Her Content Day?
I really want to encourage women and men, not just women, but to actually find their identity in Christ and be able to discover those spiritual gifts that God has gifted you and only you exclusively, and share them with the world.
Well, thank you, Carmen, and thank you for joining us today. All right,
Thank
I'm
you
going to
for
go
having me, Hannah.
straight to you, Megan. What is your big goal and hope that is a takeaway for that day?
My hope is that all women everywhere will be able to relate to the mission behind Girl on the Left, which is we all have a story. We have all walked through something. And very often we look back and we don't have love for the past versions of ourselves. And at the end of the day, those were the ones that got up. Those were the ones that pushed through, didn't hit snooze on the alarm clock, got their ass in the gym, whatever it is, they showed up and they got you to where you are today. So really looking back and embracing without shame and with radical, radical self-love on every version of yourself.
Thank you, Megan. All right, Miss Kathy, what do you hope is the biggest takeaway for all the women?
My biggest takeaway is that I hope everyone finds their voice and takes a piece of the podcasting industry. Right now, it's a $2 billion industry, but by 2030, it's expected to be a $6 billion industry. And instead of it going to the minority corporations, I am so in love with the idea, like you, of bringing the empowerment to the individual. And I believe it'll happen through our voice, because podcasting is the new community. It is the new collective sitting around the fire, sharing knowledge, empowering and supporting each and every one of us. So I am hoping that everyone is inspired and considers podcasting for their voice.
That's a big one. And I believe it will. I believe you are the one that's going to change the game. All right, let's go to Miss Erica. What is your major hope, goal, or takeaway that you hope that our attendees leave with?
Well, as a counselor of over 30 years, my love is for mental health and helping people feel like you are never alone. And so I hope and pray that when you come, that you find your place at the table. You are welcome here. We want to love you. We want to help you elevate, and we want to change the legacy for our children's children's children. So come, be a part, be loved. You're welcome at the table. You're a masterpiece.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. All right, Lisa, what is your hope, goal, or takeaway that you hope everyone hears from you?
I really hope that everyone who hears me speak knows that they always have and have had the power within them to create their own journey. It's such a powerful message. It starts within, loving this person first and putting that out to the world, receiving that back. And it's just such an amazing feeling. It's freedom. And I really hope that by the time I'm done my talk, that ladies will, or anybody listening, will be able to know that they can do, they can be a queen. They can unleash their inner queen. They can be who they want to be. They can write their own story. So yeah, that's what I hope.
Amazing. Thank you, Lisa. All right, Melissa, what is it for you? What is your hope or takeaway?
Well, as the founder of the Sage Hill Project, where we are mobilizing radical kindness, I hope to equip everyone there for transformational kindness towards ourselves and others as a catalyst for all that comes next that we can do together.
I love that. Thank you. All right, Miss Joanne, what is your hope, goal, and takeaway that the ladies will receive from attending Empower Her Content Day and hearing you?
I hope that as part of She Wins Women's Network, that everyone who joins us at this event realizes that they are here to be empowered and to be motivated, to be able to be who they truly are inside and out, to leave the noise behind, know that we are here and you're part of a community, you're no longer alone, and to live the life you want to live.
I love it. Thank you. What about you, Miss Heather? What is your hope or goal for that day? The biggest takeaway that everyone can learn from you?
You know, one of the biggest takeaways is going to be the collective knowledge that is within that container, knowing that we are so much stronger as a community, that they walk away with a brand new best friend and maybe even a business collaboration, and also find a way to get themselves out of their own way so they can actually make the impact in the world that they want to, and that their soul is telling them to make.
I love that. Thank you, Heather. All right, Sylvia.
My hope is that through the accumulation of all the wonderful speakers and content delivered, that women leave the stadium with an embodied knowing that they matter, that they are not second-class citizens, and that this embodied knowing that they matter, their voice, their story, their truth, that this triggers in them the courage to step into leadership. One of my strongest convictions is that we need more women in leadership. Every time I watch the news, I always look for the women in the room, and I start crying when I see women only in the roles of pouring new coffee or handing out the papers to be signed, and all the decision makers are men. I'm committed to change that, and I believe our day will change that ultimately.
I believe that too, and thank you. All right, Elizabeth, what do you hope is one of the major takeaways that anyone who comes to Empower Her Content Day can take with them? Remember.
So as having been there, one of the things that I want a woman to, when they go in there, is believing in themselves, because there's so many people that want to jump into this and they're still not sure if they want to do it. But when you see so many people go through and what they've gone through and the trials and tribulations, but they get through. And I always say, if you're going to work for somebody, why not work for yourself? Because you're going to show up to work anyways. Why not show up for your work? So, you know, in going through Empower Her and being here, surrounding myself with like-minded women gave me the strength to say I could do this. And again, I was just a spectator at first, just kind of looking in, seeing what you all are doing. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And I became, you know, professional financial strategist. And that's one thing that empowering women in their financial status is huge. So again, take a believe in yourself and make it happen, because again, being around you ladies was amazing, and just gave me the courage to do it on my own. So thank you, Hannah.
Hannah, you're muted.
You're muted.
Thank you, Elizabeth. What, Dusty Ann, what would you say your hope is for women who are attending that day? One big takeaway that they can never or will never forget or should never forget.
That your pain is not where you're meant to be. You are worth so much more. And that grief, whether it's grief of anything that you've lost in your life or grief of a loved one, yes, it hurts, but that is that's the wind beneath your wings. And you have your own cheering squad around you at all times, even the old versions of you. You deserve to be the most powerful, most free, guilt-free version of yourself. And you, just because you lost someone that you loved, or life didn't work the way you thought it should work, that you still deserve to live the most empowering, most beautiful life, because all of those versions and your whole cheering squad, they're counting on you, and that you get to make your own legacy, and your grief gets to be your stepping stones and the wind beneath your wings.
Thank you. I love it. I think when I started She Rises Studios, I had this vision to create something that would outlive us all, because we have a future generation coming behind us who will lead and take over when we won't be here anymore. And so I wanted to create a platform where women could really be seen, be heard, be known, be respected for their talents, be valued and be remembered. And I really didn't think that after 5 years, it would be to where it is today. And it hasn't been easy by any means. It's actually really hard working with women. But you know why? Because they're so passionate about what they're doing. They believe, they have the faith. And so I think that's what makes this movement so powerful, is the passion behind it, the leadership behind it, the care, the investment of time, the connections, and all of those things. So I want to say thank you to everyone who has been a part of building not only your legacy, but also She Rises Studios legacy, because honestly, we wouldn't be who we are today without each one of you. And that matters to me a lot, because we can't travel alone. We need one another now more than ever. And so I think one of my biggest takeaways that I hope women know is that even though you may be on the other side of the world, you may be in my backyard, wherever you are, you're not alone. And you have someone, you have me, you have women here on this screen today, and you have women across the world who are rooting for you, who will be the ones to support you and open doors for you, and vice versa. And that is what Empower Her Content Day is. It's about shifting the finances for women. It's about shifting the visibility. It's nothing to do with women dominating. It's all to do with women empowering. And so when I hear the terms male dominated fields, it's not even about that. It really is about women empowering women, women empowering men, and men empowering women. It's not about politics. It's not about anything like that. It's about what Melissa talked about, radical kindness, making the radical connections, and everyone having a safe space and place where they can share and speak and educate and align and do all of those things. And so collectively, that is what you will witness at Empower Her Content Day. And it doesn't matter where you are in that room, you will see the magnitude of the work that has gone into making this day a reality. And so I want to close with this. If you do not understand how Empower Her Content Day will elevate women across the world, then you need to look at the women on this screen, because that's exactly what they're doing every single day. So be a part of that and share their content, attend their events, be a part of their journey, and continue to elevate these women like they do you. So thank you everyone for joining me today. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for saying yes. And we can't wait to see you on February 22nd, 2026 in Las Vegas, Nevada, live inside Allegiant Stadium with 40,000 plus men and women from across the world. Thank you, everyone.